The Dance of Salomé, 1900, by Leopold Schmutzler. We've talked about this quite a bit before, but I cannot escape its gorgeousness, so we must return to it again. This painting is everything I love in one image. It's dramatic, it's tragic, it's got a great color scheme, and the composition is so interesting. And as a bonus, it's also incredibly well painted. In case you aren't familiar with the story of Salomé, let me catch you up. Basically, there was this woman named Salomé who danced for the king, and as a reward for her dance, she asked for the head of John the Baptist on a platter. Yeah, that's not exactly a fun fact you hear every day. Anyway, artists have been obsessed with this story since, well, basically ever. There are so many paintings and sculptures and ballets and operas about Salomé. But this painting by Schmutzler is my favorite. It depicts the moment just before Salomé's dance, where she is lit up in this crimson-red light, and her shadow looms large on the wall behind her. In the background, we can see the shadow of a severed head, which is, not exactly a spoiler considering the story, but still. It's such a striking image, and it's made even more so by the beautiful brushwork and the way the light catches the silk of her dress and the jewels she is wearing. Schmutzler was a pretty successful painter during his lifetime. He was part of a group of artists known as the Nabis, which, fun fact, was also the name of a very short-lived proto-punk band from the 80s that featured the late, great Joey Ramone on vocals. I find it funny that they're both named Nabis. Anyway, the name Nabi is actually a French word that means prophets, and the group of artists took on this name because they believed that art should be a vehicle for spiritual enlightenment. While Schmutzler was part of this group, he didn't really share their belief in the spiritual aspect of art. He was much more interested in depicting the beautiful and the sensual, which is very clear if you look at some of his other paintings. And that's why I think he is such a perfect fit for the story of Salomé. She was known for her beauty and her sensuality, but also for her ability to cast a spell over those around her, a spell that would ultimately lead to their demise. And in this painting, we see Salomé just before she casts that spell, just before she begins her dance and the inevitable doom that follows. It's such a compelling image, and it's one that has stuck with me for years. I hope that you like it as much as I do.